Okay, thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for clicking the little bell. Now, this is kind of crazy. Welcome to another episode of What's Going On? What's Going On? Now, this is kind of crazy. So, I just want to jump in. Depth versus Herd Part 3. Now, I don't even know what Part 2 or 1 is, but I will go look for those, see if we can get into them. The sex parties from House and Habit on Substack. Outside of drunken, violent tendencies, the sex parties were the first revelations to come at me repeatedly once I started to dig into Amber Heard's past. Information gleaned from various sources who either knew her during this period or attended the parties themselves. Details lined up regarding costumes, satanic themes, and lesbian orgies performed on stages constructed as residences in and around LA and the Bay Area. The same faces in regular rotation: tech gods, capitalists, founders, top execs, and up-and-coming entrepreneurs gathering roughly once a month for wild evenings fueled by alcohol, sex, and copious amounts of MDMA. Rich people doing rich people shit. That's all it is. And now you see her here. I'm happy to tell you everything because that girl has got everything coming to her. She deserves to suffer. Damn. Wow. And now you see her right there with her little lesbo thing. Dude, this woman's a lesbian, and I said it during the trial. She's a lesbian. She probably didn't even like Johnny Depp. She probably didn't even like Elon Musk. She probably doesn't even like men. Like, she's a lesbo. Sorry, and all the people, you said lesbo. Yeah, I said it. Because Amber Heard is. She's a lesbo. Picture every man's basic fantasy. A celebrity told me over a phone call recounting what they had seen in a series of photos taken at one of these events. A bunch of hot girls rubbing all over each other in satanic-styled leather outfits on stage. Now, I do agree, maybe every man's basic fantasy, but they're all lesbians. You see, so it's not really a fantasy for men because they wouldn't even want to bang you anyway. Like, if you as a man were there with them and yeah, they're all rubbing up against each other, bro, they don't want you, they want the other girls. So it's really kind of not even really a fantasy. Amber on a throne-like chair at the center, legs spread with like perfect porn star pussies on display, performing sex acts for a room full of men watching below. Everyone knew the girls were there for hire, to entertain socially inept billionaires. Heard's connection to Musk, she said, stemmed as far as back as 2011 when he and his wife were hosting parties at their residence in Beverly Hills. Amber became a quick favorite among the circle because she had a knack for reeling in other young, usually gay, struggling actresses to work as escorts. What the fuck? To work as escorts and make appearances or perform at these events for Musk and his tech cronies. So literally, right off the bat, we just started this article and it's already saying that Amber's a madam, practically. She's trafficking women. That's what that is. Amber became a quick favorite among the circle because she had a knack for reeling in other young, usually gay, struggling actresses to work as escorts and make appearances or perform at these events for Musk and his tech cronies. She's trafficking women. That's basically what that is. You're getting women. You're wow. Taza Van Ree was allegedly one of the early participants wrangled by Heard. In the evenings, the two were moonlighting as high-end escorts to wealthy men, and by day enjoying the perks of being two of the most desired lesbos in their LA hipster queer community. Cara Delevingne, I believe that's the woman in the elevator that she was making out with, I'm told was another celebrated score. And there she is right there. See, this is kind of dark. I'll brighten it for the show, and you can see it right there. The one you're looking at is brightened up. The one I'm looking at is kind of dark, so you really can't see. Let's zoom in a little bit. I believe that Amber's the one in the middle. Yeah. Because this girl's like, that's not Amber, definitely. She's really ugly. Okay. All right, moving on. Oh, and there's another one. This is another one of Amber. See, lesbos, dude. See, that's the thing. Like, oh, yeah, it's so hot. There's 3 girls rubbing up against each other. Oh, that's so hot, dude. They don't even like guys. So if you were there, they'd probably look at you and they'd be like they don't even like dudes, bro. They don't, it's not how they roll. An acquaintance of Van Rie's ex recalled the shock her friend felt upon discovering her girlfriend was involved in this secret sex society, a fact uncovered after kink-themed outfits were found stashed in Van Rie's trunk. The revelation, she said, ultimately ended their relationship. Another friend who witnessed the breakup said Amber held a weird spell over Taza, even after Taza had moved on and was dating someone new. For whatever reason, she remained desperate to keep Amber happy despite being treated like shit in return by Heard. So Amber was doing some brujeria shit. Which makes so much sense now. She's probably done a spell like for all of this to have everybody talking about her. This is probably all one big ass spell that everybody's under, and that's why people can't stop talking about her. And even me, like the only reason I won't stop talking about her is because the people on Twitter won't stop. They won't stop coming up with new threads. They won't stop coming up with new explanations, why Johnny Depp is an abuser. They won't stop. They will not stop. So when I started seeing that, I was like, fine. Well, then I guess I'm not going to stop either, because you got to fight for this guy. Because what's going to happen is the mainstream media wants to tell us, well, you guys it's not good to talk about Amber Heard anymore. We have to stop talking about it. Why? So that way they can keep on going and they can keep on setting the narrative. The notion of loyalty proved a common theme threaded into conversations with ex-friends. A few confessed to being so enthralled with Amber that they were willing to overlook toxic traits, drastic mood swings, and maniacal meltdowns to remain in her good graces. Some claim she possessed a unique magnetism that allowed her to manipulate people to the extent that she did, but much of her allure seemed to be centered on the plain fact of her beguiling beauty, a flawless-faced, model-thin body, and gorgeous hair complemented by a southern charm she could turn on whenever it suited her. When? I would have loved to see that charm during the trial. I watched that woman for 7 hours a day for 2 weeks straight with a break in between, and I didn't see charm ever. That was one of the most horrible experiences of my life. And Amber, I want to tell you, you gave me PTSD for having to watch you for 7 hours a day. One friend compared Amber's skin under the harsh glare of the fluorescent lighting to that of a baby's bottom. Lineless, poreless perfection. She was so stunning in person, it was hard to concentrate the first time I met her. Well, let me just make that clarification. There's obviously a reason that her skin is so perfect, because underneath she's a piece of shit. Oh, my fucking eye again. Underneath, dude, she's a piece of shit. So there's always that thing, oh, beautiful women, and everybody always talks about beautiful women, and then you meet them, and you get to know them, and you're like, oh, okay. So you might not have any flaws on the outside, but on the inside, you are very flawed. The sex party subplot, tawdry and salacious as it was more than a juicy footnote. It was central to understanding Elon's stake in the Depp Heard trial. We knew Musk was footing Amber's legal bills in her defamation case against Johnny, and we knew that Musk was paying off Heard's donation debt, but what were his motives? While blackmail theories gained credibility, the media continued to tiptoe around them. Musk was framed as a quirky footnote in trial recaps, despite evidence of a legal battle between him and Amber over the frozen embryos. Soon, rumors that Musk was the father of Heard's baby continued to gain traction online, later confirmed here by multiple sources. And here you can see him with her, and this, I believe, is when they were cheating together. So she was still with Johnny Depp when that was going on. Let's make that very, very clear. And then let's see, you see her right there. And dude, look, she's topless. She's got no top on. See, she's one of those people that she just likes being naked all the time. And then she tries to complain about people wanting to cast her in roles where she's naked all the time. The rumor has always been that she has some dark shit on him, and that's why he's indebted to her. A regular at these parties would tell me on the phone. It's not surprising to anyone who knows her. Amber was always filming him. She had a method. She had it down. She would get Elon really fucked up so incriminating events could transpire, then film it all. And you expect me to believe this person is the victim? You expect me to believe that this woman is the victim? Jeez. The reprehensible amount of damage she has done to so many people. There's also not a doubt in my mind that she has so much shit on all of Elon's friends and other men that work with him. I mean, I saw her take photos at these parties, people in power that have families and corporations, charities, etc. that would get in serious trouble. She's the blackmail queen. Holy shit. Another source romantically linked to a well-known rock star said she had seen videos with what appeared to be minors invited by Amber in compromising situations. Is this woman like Jeffrey Epstein? This sounds like exactly what Jeffrey Epstein used to do. This literally sounds like exactly what Jeffrey Epstein would do to people. But explained it was complicated because a few people in these videos were also some of the same people involved in the trial, with no specific names or circumstances divulged. Others hinted that rough sex and drugging were also happening at these gatherings, where desires went unchecked and blurred boundaries unjudged. When I tried to find evidence of these parties and the accusations attached, I could only track down a handful of random headlines about Musk and his wife being denied entrance to a kink party in Berlin. A rumor Musk later confronted in a tweet, claiming he did go to the club, but only because he was aware that it was a fetish scene, and left early because he was bored. What the fuck, Elon? What are you into, Elon? What is this? See, that's not her. Is that Elon then? Is that Elon Musk in that Pharaoh suit? Is that Elon Musk in the Pharaoh suit? Oh my God. Elon Musk has been on a tour of Berlin's sex clubs, but Twitter's largest shareholder may wish he had an edit button for a recent night out. Musk tweeted that he refused to enter the highly exclusive, sexually permissive techno nightclub Berghain, but according to reports in Vice, The Sun, and users on Reddit, he may have actually been denied entry. Musk was in Germany to open the new Gigafactory, Europe's first Tesla manufacturing facility, on Friday. He hit up the fetish and sex club Kit Kat, which mottos, "Do what you want, but stay in communication," and boasts a strict dress code that calls for either leather, latex, lingerie, fancy dress, swimming gear, superhero outfits, or nudity. It's unclear which one of those Musk chose. Thankfully, pictures aren't allowed. Yeah, see, Berghain, I know about Berghain because I'm a DJ. Well, I used to be a DJ and a music producer as well. Berghain is like a very, very high-end club. And in the techno scene, you can't even get in there. You have to be a somebody. Like, you literally have to be a very important person in order just to get into Berghain. So the fact that Elon Musk was reported to have been denied access, that says a lot. He followed that on Saturday with a stop at the warehouse club Sisyphus, where he was spotted in a Zorro mask and afterward headed for Berghain. Berghain is perhaps the world's most well-known techno club, described by Rolling Stone as infamous for its sex parties and boasting a couple of dark rooms, several closable cubbies, and unisex bathroom stalls big enough to host a party of 6. Wow. Which are cleaned with industrial strength products not used outside of the meatpacking industry. See, I'm not really a sex person. Like, I like normal things in the bedroom. I'm not all freaky like that. So to me, like, when I hear that kind of stuff, what? Like, what? You know, what are you going there for? You go in there to have some crazy, kinky shit to happen with people that you don't know. Like, I've had sex, at a club, in a bathroom. I've had sex with a woman in a bathroom. No big deal. You make out, little finger bang action, so on and so forth. But they're talking about party of 6? You're trying to tell me there's other people in there besides just me and her? I don't know, dude. I don't know if I could do that. Like, I don't know if I could be with someone and then there's other people around. I mean, maybe it's because I haven't been in that situation, but it's not my deal. Like, it's not my thing. Even in college, I remember there used to be like, frat things. You go to a frat party and then there's a bunch of people and then you go into a room and there's someone already having sex in there, but there's another bed because they're twin beds. Like, I'm not gonna, there's a couple having sex right there. I'm not gonna go have sex in that bed right there. And there's other, like, no, that's weird to me. But then again, you know, if you're double teaming, you know, if you're having a double team and then there's one girl and two dudes, okay, well, that's kind of different because you're double teaming. For weeks, tales of these sexcapades dominated my DMs. If people weren't writing about Heard's love of wine and ecstasy, they were filling my inbox with lewd examples of other reckless habits. Seducing married directors, ruining friendships due to unhinged jealousy, isolating Johnny from old friends, and berating friends and family whenever she was mad and intoxicated and needed someone to take it out on. Wow. Shortly after the end of the trial, a source referred to here as Gia reached out, offering valuable insight into this bizarre scenario, in particular the intimate dynamics between Heard and Musk and the circle they ran with. She compared to a snake pit she was lucky enough to escape. Don't get me wrong, I think there probably is some type of truth to that because they're rich. That's how rich people are. You know, they're waspy. They're snakes. Like, they'll stab each other in the back. They're rich. They don't give a fuck. Her descriptions confirmed every rumor and suspicion I had collected throughout my coverage about dismal incentives, morale she'd like old skin, and money funding the fantasies unveiled in these quiet villas on the hill. She said some of the things she had witnessed were too dark for words. Okay, wait, hold on. Go back. About dismal incentives, morale she'd like old skin. I mean, that does make some sense, you know, because Johnny Depp's older, and a lot of the dudes that she's been with have been older. About dismal incentives, morale she'd like old skin. Ugh. 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 The details of one secret sex party not hosted by Musk sounded straight out of a Kubrick production. Blindfolded participants met at a designated spot and were shuttled to a remote location where cell phones were confiscated at the door, and nude women dangled from treetops secured by harnesses with bags over their heads. Whoa, hold on. So what? How the fuck did they? Well, obviously they breathe, you know. But what the fuck? These. Reading that, and then you see it in your head. What the fuck? She said once you arrived, it was clear you could not just leave if you wanted. You were expected to see it through its entirety. A performance consisting of the two bagged women being fucked by devil horns and spraying cum on stage outdoors, and themed rooms sectioned off during intermission with people fucking everywhere inside. Yes, about control. Oh, this is a text message, I believe. Yes, about control, cut out, maneuver, manipulate, create traps, and deceive. Just a giant game of skullduggery and fuckery, and lacks true logic and focus on what is relevant and true. Whatever she can do to get what she wants appear to come out like an innocent, well-behaved, put-together woman who was so wronged by the world and everyone in it. Dude, that one fucking sentence explains everything. Everything. That one sentence. Appear to come out like an innocent, well-behaved, put-together woman who was so wronged by the world and everyone in it. She believes that. Amber Heard believes that. See, these people that are narcissists, they create ideas in their mind and they run with them and they believe them to be true. Okay? So when you hear that, appear to come out like an innocent, well-behaved, put-together woman, she believes that she is. Even though all of this nasty shit that we're literally reading right now, literally, we're reading all this nasty shit, and she's done it. And she still believes in her mind that she's the well put together, well-behaved woman who was wronged by the world. It's totally believable, and it makes so much sense now. That one sentence. She will hurt anyone in her path, wash her hands of blood with a smile on her face. Wow. As the story goes, Gia was lured to LA from a small southern town in search of modeling jobs, where she connected with famous faces almost immediately. Invitations to gala events and nightclub openings soon followed. So did exotic vacations to Saint-Tropez with A-list actors. Her first taste of LA offered a thrilling alternative to the straight-laced lifestyle she was accustomed to. As a young wife and mother tossed into a strict suburban surrender just like out of high school, she had never partied. Oh, so she was a good girl and she didn't like it anymore. So then she goes with Amber Heard and Amber Heard exploits her. Dude, this is like a made-for-TV movie. I feel like we're watching a movie again. And how many times have I said that before on the channel? I feel like all of this is a movie, but why is it a movie? Because this kind of shit is so disgusting and fucked up that they make movies about it. See? LA seemed like a carnival of new opportunities. She met Amber early on at the bar in the Chateau Marmont during the weekend visit. Okay, so now we have Evan Rachel Wood being at the Chateau Marmont. And obviously, okay, the reason I say that is because, yeah, she was there in 2006 when she met Marilyn Manson. But you think that they don't go there anyway? So, and then you have Amber Heard at the Chateau Marmont. Okay, I'm telling you, in the future, we're going to find that these two women are connected. And there's another one right there. They both frequent the Chateau Marmont. And if you expect me to believe that, oh, well, Evan hasn't been there in years, bro, come on. See, they're connected. I'm telling you, these girls are connected, and we just haven't figured out how yet. The two exchanged numbers, and Heard followed up with texts about horseback riding in Texas and other childhood nostalgia they shared because of similar upbringings in neighboring home states. Their second meeting was at the Abbey in West Hollywood, where Heard introduced her to best friend Rocky and made the first move, kissing Gia and slipping a pill into her mouth. See, if that was about a guy, this would be front page news. Front page. If that was about Johnny Depp doing that to a girl, front page news. But since this is about Amber Heard, a feminist, toxic feminist, do you think any other toxic feminists from the mainstream media are going to talk about that? Hell no. I remember her kissing me and nothing else. Well, shit. That's Bill Cosby right there. I remember drinking something and I don't remember anything after that. Bro, she's a fucking rapist? Are we finding out that Amber Heard is a fucking rapist here? Wow. Gia told me on our first phone call, when she woke up, she found herself alone in Amber's Silver Lake loft, deemed the treehouse, with a handwritten note on the bedside beside her. She says she was confused but enamored because she had never been into women. So she turned a girl. The intensity of this new attraction caught her off guard. She credited Amber as being very seductive and smart. She figured out what you liked and told you things you wanted to hear. That's a predator. That's a fucking predator. She credited Amber as being very seductive and smart. She figured out what you liked and told you things that you wanted to hear. It was almost like being in a trance whenever I was around her. That's a predator. Morning, lovely. Had to rush out. Make yourself at home. X.A. Wow. This would be front page news if it was Johnny Depp. The connection prompted her to finally officially move to LA. Amber insinuated that they had a future together, flooding her with adoring oh, so she's love bombing. Oh, there it is right there. Right, Evan Rachel Wood, right? She adoring texts and promises of what was to come. Isn't that love bombing, Evan Rachel Wood, according to you? Dumbass. Flooding her with adoring text messages and promises of what was to come in their newly formed relationship. But when she arrived, things changed quickly, drastically. Poor girl, we have to hear this shit. Initially, she says it was an exciting change of scenery. Her LA chapter was punctuated by her induction into Amber's inner circle, a stylish collective of hipster Hollywood it girls and fame-hungry starlets. Why does this all make so much sense now? It makes so much sense. Mingling with young Mingling with young feminists, artists, and writers at the forefront of progressive queer culture, bonded by shared enthusiasm for heedless drug use and nonstop partying. You expect me to believe that they, forefront of progressive queer culture, you expect me to believe that they've never read the Scum book or the Damn book that we've read on my show? You expect me to believe those people have never read that? They probably have those books in their houses, dude. You see, and just little things like this, and it's like drip, drip, drip of information coming out every day, every day. And now we're finding out so much more, and we're figuring out why it makes so much sense. Jeez. Mingling with young feminists, artists, and writers at the forefront of progressive queer culture, bonded by a shared enthusiasm for heedless drug use and nonstop partying. The sex party circuit came next. At the time, Gia said she had no idea who Musk was, so she was thrown off by his social awkwardness. He seemed an odd fit for Amber, who was lively and flirtatious, the center of attention in every scenario. God, I hate those people, dude. And I can literally see it. I bet you anything, she's that girl when you go to a bar and she never shuts the fuck up. Okay, like I talk a lot when I drink. Yeah, of course, when we're having, we're having fun, we're shooting the shit, having a good conversation with the bros or something. But she's the girl that when you say something and you're like, dude, you know what I did last Thursday? Like, I went to go test drive a car, like, because you want to get a new car. I went to go test drive a car, man. It was pretty badass. And she's like, well, I got a new car. Yeah, I bought a new car. You should see the car that I just bought. I just bought it. And it was, and then the car, she didn't even buy it. That's because Elon bought it. Well, I just bought a new car. You should see it. You should totally see it. How about you come over to my Silver Lake place and I'll show you. And that's how they are, dude. And then you're trying to have a conversation with someone and they talk and they talk and they talk. And you're like, you're not even in the conversation. Why are you talking? Like, and they're like, he seemed okay. When she questioned his offbeat mannerisms and facial tics, Amber's response was less defensive than dismissive. Something along the lines of, I know, but he's really smart. Things transpired quickly when the trio turned sexual. After Amber invited Gia to join them as a third, a routine that consisted of Musk watching her and Amber together. Oh, really, Elon? You're a fucking simp? Elon, really? He's a watcher? Ugh. Amber together or her watching Amber and Elon have sex. The one rule, he was not allowed to touch the other woman, but could pleasure himself while he watched. Dude, that is so weak sauce, bro. Elon Musk, you're fucking weak sauce, bro. You would listen to her during a threesome and you wouldn't even touch the other girl. You're fucking weak sauce, bro. What the fuck, Elon? Gia laughingly recalled one occasion where after watching Amber perform a ridiculously overacted orgasm, she confronted her about it, asking what was all that about. He doesn't know the difference anyway, Amber quipped. Oh my God. Elon Musk, what the fuck did you do, bro? Oh my God. Wow. Elon, look at that, I'm all red. Elon Musk, what the fuck, bro? Oh, shit. I want to read that again. Look, I don't even know where to go. Okay, let's relax. Elon Musk, what the fuck, bro? Gia laughingly recalled one occasion where after watching Amber perform a ridiculously overacted orgasm, she confronted her about it, asking what was that all about. He doesn't know the difference anyway, Amber quipped. Holy shit. Oh my God. Okay, calm down. Calm down. As months went on and the three of them grew closer, she started spending more time with Amber at Elon's residence in Bel Air. He owned a cluster of properties designated for different purposes, one for parties, one for family, one for business, etc. The general vibe could almost be described as wholesome. During these visits, she was privy to a different angle, a more relaxed version of Elon in a domestic setting. He was a doting parent, engaged and attentive whenever his children were around. She said she was surprised by what an amazing father he was, sitting sometimes for hours playing video games or cards with the boys while Heard and her cooked dinner. What? Oh, hold on. Heard cooked dinner? You expect me to believe that woman can cook? You expect me to believe Amber Heard can cook? No, 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 no. While Heard and her cooked dinner. Nah, 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 nah. I'll never believe ever in my mind, and I don't care what anybody says, that woman can't cook. That, to me, in my mind, that woman burns cereal. Nah, fuck that. I refuse to believe that. And her cooked dinner and set the table. Heard's a toxic lesbian feminist. You think that woman knows how to cook? Nah, no way. There's a cook there. They definitely have a cook. But the partying dominated their off time. The drugs fueled the worst in both, igniting erratic temper. What is it? A tempter? Tempter, right? That's wrong. Is that wrong? Tempter? I know that's not a word. Temper. Igniting erratic temper in her and frantic paranoia in him. When he realized she was cheating, he bugged her houses and started tracking her cars. So she cheated on Elon Musk and she cheated on Johnny Depp. When he realized she was cheating, he bugged her houses and started tracking her cars. And then there was even a story that said that Elon Musk was controlling because he was tracking her Tesla. And that's how the mainstream media played it. They said he was controlling for tracking her Tesla because she's a fucking cheating piece of shit. That's why. So she cheated on Johnny and on Elon. And probably with Franco, too. I bet you anything, Franco probably gave her the cock on both of their houses. Jeez. A rumor solidly confirmed by Jennifer Howell, who said that Amber gave Whitney the Tesla Elon had gifted her when she realized it was outfitted with high-tech tracking devices monitoring her every move. The obsessive measures stretched overseas. During the filming of Aquaman, while Amber was on location in Australia, Elon told Gia he watched her have sex with an unknown man in the front yard of her rental house thanks to cameras he had installed on the property. What the fuck, Elon? You're just cool with that. That makes you even more of a simp, bro. You're a simp. Elon Musk is a simp. Straight up simp. Elon told Gia he watched her have sex with an unknown man in the front. Okay, Elon told Gia. Okay, it wasn't Amber. While Amber was on location. Yeah. Okay, so he watched her, which is Gia. Okay, good. So I was mistaken then. Elon told Gia he watched her have sex with an unknown man. Okay, so Gia is banging. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, really, Elon? You're just sitting there watching Amber Heard bang some other guy right in front of you? Okay, good. So, Elon, you're still a simp for the other shit you did, but this one, we'll go ahead and let that one go because that wasn't her. Have sex with an unknown man in the front yard of her rental house thanks to cameras he had installed on the property. As the relationship started to crumble, Musk grew increasingly neurotic and overly suspicious of everyone around him. Gia recalls waking up from a nap and finding her thumb in his hand, him trying to unlock her cell phone while she slept. Okay, hold on. Gia recalls waking up from a nap and finding her thumb. See, so he's talking about Musk and Gia. Okay, so this is so weird. So they're like in a threesome couple thing. I mean, yeah, that's cool. Great job for you, Elon. You had two chicks, even though, one of them was... Elon, you probably got pegged, didn't you? You probably got pegged, Elon. I bet you anything that she pegged his ass. But by this point, okay. Gia recalls waking up from a nap, finding her thumb in his hand, him trying to unlock her cell phone while she slept. By this point, Gia was already pulling away from Heard after a series of questionable events convinced her she was in danger when the girls were alone together. On one occasion, after spending the night with Heard, she says she woke up and had no recollection of the time. Bill Cosby! What the fuck? So dazed that she was struggling to regain a steady sense of consciousness, a fog so heavy she compared it to coming out of anesthesia. I knew if I continued this way with her, I might not wake up. I don't know what she gave to me, but I knew my life was probably in danger when I was with her alone. Holy shit, Amber Heard is Bill Cosby. Holy shit. Wow. But oh boy, she's actually a total psycho, and not a doubt in my mind will kill somebody at some point if she has not already. Wow. A Gatsby-themed party in San Francisco is where it all came crashing to a head. Elon invited and encouraged Gia to come. She arrived in a beautiful beaded 1920s-style gown with a handsome Hollywood date on her arm. She remembers the dress with loving detail, a pale pink, low-swooping back and hand-beaded bodice, right? Is that bodice or bodice, whatever? Delicate but sexy. She was under the impression that Amber would not be at this event. She knew Elon and she had broken up and things had gotten increasingly ugly after the Australian incident. So she was stunned to hear her name called out from atop the staircase by Amber above her as she was greeting people at the bar below. She says that Amber spotting the actor she brought as her date infuriated her, triggering a violent attack in front of a room full of people. So we're just fine with this. How is nobody talking about this except for the people on Twitter and the people on YouTube? What the fuck? This is completely certifiable right here. And again, this is female privilege. Sorry, ladies, that I have to use that term. This is female privilege right here. If this was a man, like if Elon Musk and Amber were switched and Elon was that guy, Elon was acting that way, Elon Musk would have been canceled to shit. He'd have been done, bro. But because it's Amber Heard, what the fuck, man? God, he was so cute. Ha ha. Because I was into him and she flipped out. I brought a guy, especially him. Nobody is allowed to play with her toys. She didn't actually give two fucks about me. It's just one of her toys at the bottom of the toy chest. And as soon as someone else is playing with it, they want it back. That's her. So it's about control, mainly. Ha ha. She's like Veruca Salt. I want it now. Yes. She grabbed me by the neck and started slashing my dress with a wine opener like a maniac, screaming that she was going to slit my neck for fucking her boyfriend. It took a friend of Amber's to finally pull her off of Gia and away from the bar, but the shredded dress marked an indefinite end to whatever lingering infatuation still remained. She said Elon would pull her aside weeks later at another event, urging her to stay far away from Amber because he feared she might actually try to kill her. He seemed genuinely scared, she said. I think he knew she was crazy enough to do it, and she knew he would be the one to clean it up if she did. Wow. Wow. What the fuck did we just read? That sounded like a movie. That right there is the kind of shit that you watch on Lifetime. Or, Lifetime, right? That's the one. I was going to say Hallmark, but Hallmark is more wholesome. No, that's the kind of shit you watch on Lifetime Movie Network. Wow, Amber Heard. That's insane. I can't even believe that. Okay, well, we only got 20 minutes left of the show. I can't believe this. This is insane. Oh, you know what? Screw that. Let's go back over this. We still have so much Amber Heard, so we're going to be continuing all damn week with this Amber Heard shit. So let's go back over this one more time, and we're going to kind of skim through this part. Let's go back over this. The sex parties were the first revelations. Okay, informed gleaming. I'm trying to go back to that. There was this one part that I want to get back to. Okay, I'm happy to tell you everything because the girl has got everything coming to her. She deserves to suffer. Okay. Okay, here it is right here. Everyone knew the girls were there for hire to entertain socially inept billionaires. So this is what we're talking about right here. She's a madam. Isn't that what that's called? No, a madam is more the chick that runs the brothel house. So I don't know if she's a madam, but she's definitely trafficking these women. I was going to say the B word, sorry. Excuse me. She's definitely trafficking. See, it's right here. Amber became a quick favorite among the circle because she had a knack for reeling in other young, usually gay, struggling actresses to work as escorts. That's trafficking. That is trafficking. You're trafficking women, Amber Heard. To make appearances or perform at these events as escorts, but escort means you fuck. That means you're getting paid for a little fucky, sucky, sucky game stuff. Okay. Amber Heard is a fucking trafficker, dude. Wow. So we're going to go ahead and leave it there. Wow. Amber Heard trafficked women. Amber Heard drugged women. Wow. It's just getting worse and worse for this woman. It really is. So thank you for staying with me this long. Thank you for liking and subscribing. We will catch you next time.